So there's a great story in John chapter 9 of a man who was born blind. And I love the way the story begins. Jesus' disciples ask this question. They say, Rabbi, who sinned that this man was born blind, him or his parents? They want to know whose fault it is. I don't think much has changed in 2,000 years. When things go wrong, we are very quick to play the blame game and figure out who has messed up, whose fault is it. We're seeing that now in the face of the pandemic, right? We're seeing a whole country, China, blamed for the pandemic. We're seeing a former president, Obama, blamed for a lack of masks. We're seeing the current president, Trump, blamed for the country's lack of preparedness. People are very quick to point fingers and assess whose fault is it. But Jesus will have none of that. In verse 3, he says, neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. May we take that perspective today, that God is at work right now in the midst of suffering. And instead of trying to place the blame on someone or something, let's look at what God is up to in the midst of this. We have heroes, nurses, taking care of people on the front lines who are sick. We have families that are reconnecting. God is at work. There are good things happening in the face of this awful suffering. May we have that perspective today. Amen.